90s gamers, what was a problem about it back then that modern gamers won't understand?
Trying to get the drivers to work on your 3.11 Win95 setup before automatic driver detection and download was a thing.
When gameplay speed was based on CPU speed, a fast computer might be too fast to play a game. We had a turbo button on our Gateway 486 that let you swap to a lower CPU speed to make certain DOS games playable.
One of the King's Quest games has this. There's a puzzle where you're supposed to figure out what to do with a lit stick of dynamite before it blows up and kills you. Except that the timer is based on your CPU speed, and even though the game is available on Steam today, it was never patched to fix this issue for much faster modern computers. So basically the dynamite blows up and kills you literally in the same second your character picks it up. I played through it again a few years ago and had to download a CPU limiter to get past that puzzle.
Anyone remember Death Track? Link.
Buying a pooty game because the box art looked good.
Or not buying an awesome game cause the box art was hot garbage. That's right, Mega Man.
Setting up the sound in a DOS game without knowing all parameters.
Set blaster equals A220i5D1T3.
Pause game, turn mouse over, click off cover, remove ball and clean rollers, reinsert ball, and cover, continue game.
I used to like trying to get the fluff off the mouse ball in one strip without it breaking. Added some fun and jeopardy to the cleaning process.
Channel 3. Oh man, that Pavlovian chemical rush when the screen went from the black and white static with the asterisk KSSSHHHHHH asterisk sound. Then you moved the on-off slider on the SNES to the on position as it made that loud click and the screen turned black, quickly followed by that simple chime noise with the words, Nintendo Presents, on the screen. Chills.
You sat wherever the cord on the controller would let you play from. My couch was too far away, so I played on the floor a lot as a kid.
Dad. Why don't you move to the couch? Me. The controller wire doesn't reach. Dad. Sure it does, look, you just need to move the console further back too. Me. Wait Dad, don't touch the con. Game crashes because console was lightly touched. Dad. Huh, oh well. Just restart it. Me. Crying. But I didn't have time to save.
Writing down a 72-character password to save your progress, and the developer uses a fancy font so some numbers and letters look alike. This is the only way to save your game, and if you get it wrong, sorry about your luck.
I'm looking at you, Golden Sun. Not even a 90s game, but they pulled this to the extreme.
Asking your parents to use the dial-up internet so you can download a shareware demo of a game. It says it should only take a half hour. No. I'm expecting so-and-so to call. Okay, sad face.
Or someone picking up the phone and nuking the connection and download.
No save option. Gotta beat the game in one shot or leave the console on all night.
I had a friend who left Sonic 2 on for 2 weeks as he went on holiday. It was fine.
Needing to keep the manual for copyright protection. On page 53, what is the fourth word on the page?
The codec frequency should be on the back of the box. I spent ages in MGS as a kid trying to examine the disk item in-game before a friend at school told me it was on the physical game case he had lent me. When I rented the game from Blockbuster, a staff member had written it on paper and slid it behind the plastic sheath. Bless that person. 4-player split screen on a 20 inches court TV.
I remember when we got a linked cable so that we could bring our PS1 over to our friend's house to play Command & Conquer on their 2 TVs, using both our PlayStations. And it was the coolest thing ever.
Installing a game on PC from 26 floppy disks and having disk 23 of 26 be corrupt and unreadable.
I spit and rubbed the scratch on disk 4 of my friend's Space Quest 3 disks. I must have hit retry over 200 times when it asked me if I wanted to abort, retry, fail. Probably sat there for 15 minutes trying to get it to work. And then it did. And the game was playable. That was a good day.
Commitment. I love it.
Spending 6 months stuck at the same spot in the game because there is no walkthrough to tell you what to do.
Yes. The Lion King game and the monkeys in the tree level.
Getting stuck on a game and having no way of knowing what you're meant to do.
At the back of Australian Computer Magazine, a guy put his home number and said call if you need help with a computer game. I called once to ask about Shadow of the Beast. His wife answered the phone.
configuring autoexec.bat and config.sys.
Needing a controller POC in order to save a game. For a while, I didn't have one and just had to start a new game every time I turned the N64 on.
Also, the rumble pack. Because your controller didn't just vibrate on its own.
In the era of PS1 and PS2, not having a memory card sucked. Even if you did have one, they had a finite amount of space, so when you needed to make a new save, you'd have to delete something if you didn't want to buy another memory card.
Not really a problem, but nowadays we don't get little booklets in the inside of the disc case that went over the controls, the backstory to the plot, the enemies and vehicles, etc.
Can't believe no one has yet mentioned losing the copy protection method or some component of it. I remember SimCity came with a book list with scrambled text that was only readable through a set of red filter glasses they gave you. Or, what's the third word on the fourth paragraph, page 36 of the manual?
Asterisk mucking with DOS memory management to make the game work. Asterisk pirating stuff was the norm. Asterisk the worst thing a malware could do is to sneakily encrypt your hard disk, one half, but its author only wrote it to flex his programming skills, not to hold your data hostage or thwart the enemy's nuclear weapons program. Asterisk getting stuck in Dark Forces and literally can't play some other titles because you have a monochrome monitor. Asterisk anything above 320 x 240 with high frame rates were a pipe dream in 3D games. Asterisk loading UNIVB and editing Duke 3D's config file to play the game in 512 x 384, which looked like 640 x 480 on our monochrome 14 monitor, but could reach a stable 15 FPS on a 5x86 with 16 MB RAM. Asterisk getting the best upgrades you can get with your allowance and the game is still slow. Asterisk raging when the dreaded "this program requires Microsoft Windows" message appears. Asterisk despair upon the realization that Windows 95 will be required to play the newest and hottest titles, and your current PC is already obsolete. Asterisk downloading newer video drivers was a must to get fast 320 x 240 modes in DirectX.
Getting my PS1 chipped and having a big list of games that my mum would have me pick through so she could buy 'em off the dodgy guy. Thinking about it now though, people dealing with chipping PS1 and games were probably nerds, but I thought it was dodgy AF when I was young.
I think those dramatic piracy is a big bad asterisk crime asterisk ads got to us, because I remember thinking the same. The guy my friend's dad knows who chips PlayStations sounded like a mobster or something. But it was likely just someone like me now, not exactly a hardened criminal.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Haha. Was heartbreaking when some of the games were only demos as well.
Asterisk swapping disks. Asterisk hours spent messing with load order in config.size and autoexec.bat to tweak every last byte of extended and expanded RAM in the boot sequence. Asterisk IRQs, coax, dummy loads and 10 Bassett networking. Asterisk no walkthroughs. Asterisk finding and downloading game demos at 2400 BU from a BBS.
Thank you for watching. We upload new videos every day, so be sure to come back for more fun. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video.